Because some people's orbits, a more prominent brow may kind of cast a shadow onto the lower eyelid, and that's where having under-eye bags can also make the eyelids seem like they're kind of dark circles, because the eyelids are puffy. And you can have puffiness of the eyelids for multiple reasons. Allergies are a big one. Salt content of the tear film, and even your body can make some of those changes. I know for myself, if I have a cheat day and I eat a bunch of greasy, delicious pizza, the next morning I'll probably feel that my skin in my face is maybe a little bit more puffy. Thankfully, I go away for a few hours, but that's why a lot of times, even just doing cold compresses, right? See people put cucumbers on their eyes. A lot of that is more has to do with the cooling temperature. Doing a cold compress for 10 at max 15 minutes can bring some of that puffiness down, and that can at least help improve the appearance.
So if I have a really salty diet the night before, there's a great probability I'll wake up with bags in the eyes?
Possibly. I tried to research this to find any real publications to see if it's really there, and I couldn't find anything. But I know from just my own anecdotal experience that if I eat a really high salt diet, and I've done over the last 8 years, I've really done a better job. I know you have too, of like thinking about my diet, how that affects me, how my body feels after I eat something. And so I've noticed if I have a cheat day, that sort of thing can happen.
And what's the sort of physiological rationale for salt playing a role?
So your tear film, for example, your tear, like I know some people say, hey, if I watch a sad movie and I cry at nighttime, the next morning my eyes are super puffy. So your tears have salt in them. And if you ever cry and tasted your tears, they taste salty, right? So the challenge is that when you have salt, it'll draw fluid into the tissues. And so when you cry, the salt remaining in tears basically get into the tear ducts and sit on the surface of the eye and the eyelids, and then that can draw fluid into those tissues.
Does hydration play a role?
That's also something that's been looked at. Research is not really conclusive. I think hydration is still something we need to. I do encourage people to at least be aware of their hydration. For dry eye, there is some research that indicates that people who are drink more water tend to have less severe symptoms of dry eye.
When I see someone with bags under their eyes, I used to think, well, I still kind of do think that it just means that they haven't slept.
That, again, I recently did a live stream where I did research first and tried to look into this, and they have looked at quality of sleep, time of sleep, and both the subjective and objective appearance of dark circles under the eyes. And they find that it is, if you have not been getting good sleep, objectively your under eye dark circles do not change. Where your subjective appearance of your own image will go down.
Okay.
So they find that for both sleep and stress.
So you believe that you've got bigger sort of dark circles or patches under your eyes, but objectively, in reality, you haven't.
Yeah. Because they can measure the type of light being reflected off the surface of your skin, so they can see how much pigment and what type of light is being reflected. And so they've been able to find out that it's purely just your subjective seems worse when you're tired.
Well, not stressed, because I'm thinking about people that I've seen that have like big bags under their eyes, and like their eyes kind of. I always assume it's that stress they haven't been sleeping, but you're saying that that's not accurate necessarily.
So at least in the few studies that I've been able to read that were published in the last 5 years, don't seem to find that conclusive. There are other physiological changes that happen when people don't sleep or under stress, like cortisol releases, inflammation in the body will change, hormones can change, so they may all play a role there. But right now it seems to have a less effect on the true pigmentation of the eyelids.
Okay, and the cucumber and the cold compress and all that kind of stuff, does that stuff work in changing the appearance of dark circles and bags in the eyes? Because when I film Jones Den, TV show in the UK, if I sometimes it's weird because like sometimes when I'm underslept, I come into the studio and the makeup artist, she was saying to me, but she'll just put the cucumber on. I know what she's saying you look like shit, but she doesn't say it. So, and it's always when that happens, that's why I put two together. She knows that my eyes don't look great today. But is it actually doing anything? The cucumber.
The coolest effect, I believe, is going to be causing constriction of blood vessels. It's going to be helping the tissue come down and swelling. Just like if you bang your knee or elbow really hard on something, it swells. There's a little bit of inflammation. And so putting cold on there can help momentarily, but I wouldn't do it longer than 15 minutes. The reason why is because if you do it longer than 15 minutes, your blood vessels actually go the opposite way. More inflammation. There's other things like eye creams. There's a plethora of different eye creams on the market. Some of those do work to help constriction. Some of those are to help truly remove pigmentation. And a lot of those products can have effect, but it takes months to truly remove the pigment. So you're using 2 to 3 times a day for like 14 to 15 weeks. But outside of that, if somebody's tried all those other avenues, talked with their dermatologist or an eye care provider of any kind, and things still aren't getting better, there are some surgical procedures that can be done to help people with the appearance of dry eyes and dark circles.
What do surgeries do?
They either use various forms of light or light therapies to pigmentation. You have to be careful around the eyes when it comes to those sort of therapies, but they do exist. And then there's fillers, like they'll do hyaluronic acid fillers to change the shadowing effects around the eye. And then there's forms of what we call blepharoplasty, which are true eyelid surgeries. And for that, you would want to see an ophthalmologist who specializes in those type of therapies or those type of surgeries.
So if I ever want to get dark circles, bags in the eyes again, what is the natural, easy solution?
I do still encourage good sleep, eating healthy, staying hydrated. I think all those things are good habits to have, but they affect the body in so many other ways. If somebody is truly struggling with it, then you can look at those various creams, but I definitely encourage people to talk to a medical provider, or whether a dermatologist or an eye care provider who specializes in that area.
What about red light therapy?
So red light, there's so much of red light, and this is, I'm glad you brought that up, this is something I've been diving kind of headfirst into the research for many things in the eyes. With the eye bag specifically, I'll say that there is some newer publications showing that red light therapy can help with depigmentation around the eyelids and give the eye more of a youthful appearance. I do wage caution though, because there's a lot of products that are online that offer red light therapy for various reasons, but they're not really standardized very well. And so there are also publications that have damage to the eyes because they've used these various forms of red light therapies, the devices they bought online. Because what the manufacturer states isn't actually what's being measured when they do it in research and find out, hey, what type of wavelength is this, how much energy is being produced by the device. Because it's not the specific wavelength. The wavelength is important, but the amount of energy in the energy you can go through the eyelid and go into the brain stage. And so I think it's really important. This is still a very early area of research. And so I just urge caution. If you're thinking about red light therapy, if you're thinking about getting a red light device specifically for eye care, definitely talk to a specialist who works in that area.
Hey, what's up?
Have you heard much about?
Skibbity. Skip, skibbity. Dumb shit. Got me backed up. Think I'm gonna let you find me and gotta be mine. They won't do that shit to me. That shit look like it's hot. Okay. With the t-shirts. Somebody doing too much.
this story, and it's very hard. It's very heartbreaking because every human being is capable of evil, whether you're a man or a woman, right? Every human being. But it is something so devastating when I see mothers, the first love, doing evil acts like this. And I'm starting to see these stories a lot more. Now I don't know if it's had increased a lot more, but I'm just starting to see stories a lot more. These demonic acts of people. I mean, I don't even understand how you how you even do this to your own flesh and blood. Well, how you do this to a human being, period, right? But how you do this to your own flesh and blood? I mean, to put your kids in the oven and then send the father allegedly a video of you doing it. The type of trauma that man will have now. And the fact that she gets life in prison, no, she deserves the death penalty. Because 2 children were taken away. 2 beautiful souls were lost. They never got to accomplish their dreams. They never got to...
Reform and all this yada yada yada. That's why they give life sentences, because after 10 or 15 years they revisit them and ask them, do you feel like you're gonna hurt somebody or whatever? And then they go through this bullshit nonsense, and then they be like, yeah, they could be reformed. Maybe we could give them like another couple of few years, and then we could let them loose. Because sometimes people who have life sentences, some of them actually become released into the wild. But they be fucking old as shit. But that's the crazy part. Some of them be still fucking crazy.
Fucked up shit.
She should have got the death penalty. Because if it was 2 white babies that she was cooking, oh, best believe, she would have got the fucking death penalty. Matter of fact, I didn't even 2 white babies. Because the other day, a white left the building with her babies. Not jumped, drove off the thing with her babies.
Fucking retard.
By their own mother. And it's sad, bro. The husband should never be a threat to the wife. The mother should never be a threat to the children. The husband should never be a threat to the wife or the children, bro. You're supposed to be the protector of the children. And yet parents nowadays are just sick. Well, I'm not saying all parents, but a lot of parents nowadays are just sick, evil, and twisted. And it hurts. Because people want to be desensitized to them. And they avoid certain type of stories, they avoid certain type of things. Oh, Shannon, it's not that bad. Oh, no, it is that bad, bro. I understand that most people are not committing crimes. I get that. But crime is still a bad thing. I also understand that you are most likely to be hurt by people that you are responsible. That doesn't mean you stop calling it out.
Fuck you doing? Move from here with that.
See this? There's a lot of children being touched by their fathers. There's a lot of mothers not listening to their children of what they're going. There's a lot of fathers, there's a lot of parents in general rejecting their children. These are your children. But anyway, 2 beautiful lives are lost. 2 souls are gone. And the type of pain that they felt in the oven, being cooked alive. Maybe not even actually cooked alive. That is heartbreaking. So this is just me saying, giving a call. I hope I touch somebody today with this video, like somebody's heart today. We gotta do better by our kids. Now, I don't have any kids. I don't. I've never went through any type of abuse with my parents. I got parents. You know what I'm saying? I know people nowadays don't like spanking and all that stuff. I get you. I understand. I get it. Spanking is a form of abuse or whatever you want. I understand you. I got you. But I've never been heartbroken by my mother or heartbroken by my father. My life has never been almost pushed to non-existence, nothing. I never had cigarette burns, putting cigarette burns on, how some people put cigarette burns on a child. I've never went through nothing like that.
That's wicked, yo.
We gotta stop doing this to our kids. We gotta be better for our kids. And we do need to expose evilness wherever it may be. We need to keep talking about this. We need to listen to the children. We need to be patient with the children. We need to guide the children. And understand that sometimes they make mistakes because they're a child. Even if they don't know allow them to make mistakes, we have to allow. We should have to be better for our children. But the point about it is, this type of stuff should never happen. It should never happen. There is no excuse for it. But there are also evil and sick, twisted people out here, man. But it's worse when it just comes from the parents. Anyways, guys, y'all have a blessed day. Stay safe. Protect the kids. In our house life, I'm going to use this video to talk about red flags that women repeated, ignore. 1 week after being here, she agreed to marry him because at that time when she had 2 kids with a previous relationship that failed. She was living with another man who was providing for her, and they had broken up, and she needed a place to stay, so she had to leave that other man. She met this guy. She asked, hey, can I bring my kids with you, live with you temporarily while I find my own place? And he told her, if you're gonna live with me, you have to be my wife. And I'm sure he promised her everything under the moon, such as I'll take care of you, I'll take care of your kids, and you don't pay a single dime. And that is what she was searching for. Under no circumstances should any woman marry a man that they had just met 1 week, especially if you already have changing your 4-year-old daughter's diaper and realizing that she was really red and pain down there. So you ask her, has anybody ever touched you? And she says, yes, daddy. And what you do is you get her and your other kids out of the house before he makes it home. You take them to the hospital. And you have them check your other children as well and come find out not only have you been essaying your 4-year-old daughter, he's also essaying your 2-year-old daughter. And you are a content creator who has built your channel around being a trophy wife and having a trophy husband. And now you have to rethink everything because this man that you put on a pedestal has been essaying his own children. It's a very, very sad story. Her name is Isis. Her page is a trophy wife. The full video is on my channel. It is very sad until she beat herself up. But you will never expect for a father to be touching their own children. This is a very sad story. So my prayers go out to her and to those kids that was harmed. But you guys don't ever look up to another couple because you never know what's really going on behind closed doors. Very quickly that everything was I come across and shared that on YouTube, and she completely changed my life. And she basically taught me what a high value man is and what to look for when trying to find a husband. So it does take e-harmony. I think the second person I got, and it was very different. My husband and I had dated 20 years, and it was not the first woman that I dated. When I met my husband, I knew right away almost, and things like that, but it was definitely true. But that's not cliche. Just from the first stage, it felt natural. I felt like I just had known this person already. It was so comfortable. So it was a good shot, and it was great. It was an amazing first date. And
You didn't see no red signs when he said you had to move. In order for you to move in, you have to be my wife. You is crazy and he is crazy. And for you to have him to be 20 years from you, so you're 30. In your 30s, this nigga's like 50, pushing 60. And he ain't got no woman around him that's his age. He's seen a single mom who is desperate and was hype. Predator and pedophilic. Nigga raped her 4-year-old and her 2-year-old. I feel like people are doing shit for content. I don't give a damn.
Shit like that for content?
No, like
allowing it?
Like just to the point to like you see the red signs.
Yeah, you
now
know
all
the
of a sudden you want to expose shit. Like bitch, go deal with the shit behind closed doors, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck about your trophy wife shit. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Go get your kids some fucking help, bitch. Look, this is who everybody been talking about. Now this is shit is national news. Shit that's that be trending is starting to become national news because you hoes don't know how to act. And also they're trying to distract us from the bullshit with the election that just happened and how the Democrats are really fucking pissed off and losing their shit. And how all the rest of the world is going under fire because of the presidential election in the US.
And we were living together. And I just like packed mystuff and left. And it was crazy because the next day, my husband reached out to me and was like, hey, how are you doing? And I told him, because I have a relationship, and I told him a little bit about why. And he was telling me like, oh, those are boys, and he genuinely really connected with my kids, and he was not the kind of fan that was just being nice to their kids. He really appreciated it. And that's one thing I really loved about him. I was going to say out about him versus other, and I think it was he only pursued my children because he wanted children. And so, he was talking about this was going to be ending very soon, which is why I went ahead and did with my personality. I told my husband, I was like, hey, I'm so curious, I was like, I got to say, because I'm just ending this one for because I have been on these myself. And he was saying, well, if you're going to live with me, it's like, yes, I like.
That is the most trashiest shit for a bitch with kids to sit here and say, instead of just going in the shelter, you're so accustomed to someone taking care of you. See, this is my problem with bitches and females who teach their fucking daughters this fucking nonsense. If you do not come from fucking money, you shouldn't be teaching your daughter this nonsense. If you come from a regular lifestyle, you should be teaching your daughter that she needs to provide for herself. She needs to learn how to cook, she needs to learn how to clean. Not because she's a fucking female, it's because she needs to learn the basics of taking care of herself. Also, on how to make